Hello, everyone! Thank you for coming back. I really do appreciate it. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, don't forget, if you like what you see, eventually down the line, if you would like to subscribe to the channel, please do so. I highly urge it. We're trying to make our way to 1,000 subs. Today, we are going to be doing the most definitive boss tier list of Elden Ring because I said so. I have collectively over 120 hours on the game, so I feel like I'm very fit, probably more fit than you fucking losers, to rank these bosses, because I've beat them all, I'm pretty sure. Don't be mad if I didn't beat them all. I'm pretty sure I did, though. We're just gonna go in the order that they're presented. I don't really feel like going in the order that you fight them, because that seems like too much work for me, and I'm lazy as fuck. First, we have Rennala, Queen of the Full Moon. This fight really reminded me of Deacons of the Deep, and I fucking hated that fight. But, I mean, I guess technically it's really only the first half of the fight that kind of reminds me of it. Because you got a bunch of those little fucking schoolgirls on their knees crawling, trying to do bad things to you. And then you're just like, no, get away from me. Don't do bad things to me. And then you kill them. And then the spirit goes from one schoolgirl to another. Let's call them schoolwomen. After you destroy all of the schoolgirls, you then fight Rennala, Queen of the Full Moon. It's a pretty dope fight once it gets to, like, her setting or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's pretty dope. Her magic attacks are lit as fuck. All in all, I would say it was a pretty easy fight. It definitely looked really cool, though. So I'm going to give it points for style, dude. We give it style points. I know people are like,
oh, you thought Digging to the Deep is hard? You're so stupid. You're bad at the video game.
That might be true, but this fight was a lot different. I would probably put it in B tier. I'm definitely going to give it a B tier. Next, we got Godric the Grafted. You fight him after Margit. He's like really slow. I think that Godric is kind of fucking lame. He's not the best. He's very slow. His first half is very slow. He has these stupid little fucking wind slash moves that kind of suck. They're easy to dodge. It's like everything about him is pretty easy. He has this one attack where he swipes at you, and then one of his grafted arms does like a follow-through, I guess it is. I'm not gonna lie though. When he grafts the dragon onto his arm, that's pretty fucking lit. That's probably the only cool thing about the fight. And then he does his flame move where he just fucking does an AoE attack, and then he does his other AoE flame attack, and then he does this flame move, or he does that wind move again, but with flames. It's just kind of, it's like a whatever fight. It's not bad. I'd probably give him a C. Yeah, I give him a C. Commander Niles, a giant fucking cuck, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he starts out with two summons as well, and that's really lame. I know that there are ways to, like, I'm pretty sure, like, you can cheese the fuck out of this boss. Someone said that there's, like, a little hole that you can fucking shoot arrows through, because that's how you shoot arrows, like a gun. I guess you could kill him that way. I don't know. I never played it that. I never did that. Straight melee, baby. I also use my Mimic tier. I know I'm going to get shit for this, but, you know. It was only so that, like, his summons would aggro that. The only thing that did suck when I used my Mimic tier, was that I summoned it kind of right by the fog door. And then I was getting chased by an enemy, and then my fucking stupid Mimic tier started fighting the thing that was outside the fog wall, and it wasn't helping in the fight, and it just fucking died because it's stupid. Time to get back to Commander Nile, though. He has like a rally move. I think it just like ups the attack power or something, or the defense, probably both of his summons. He has this stupid fucking lightning kick that I hate. He has these frost harpoon things that he does. Also pretty lame. He gave me a run for my money. He was a dickhead. And for that, I'm gonna give him a B. I'll put him in B. I'm gonna put him in B for now. That just seems right. Loretta, the Knight of the Helic Tree. This fight is very lame. I'm pretty sure this is like the 4th time you fight this, like a version of this boss. It's kind of whatever. It's nothing to run home about. I'm gonna put it in D. She's lucky I don't put her in E. But I would say that it was definitely not the highlight of the Halic Tree, if you know what I'm saying. No, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. The Red Wolf of Ratagon. Dude, I might have been a little overpowered for this part, not gonna lie. So I kind of just whooped the shit out of him. I just like went in. I didn't even care, dude. I didn't even fucking care. I just went in there and I was like, all right, let's fucking go. Here, we'll add a row below. We'll call this row I was OP? Question mark? Because I'm going to go ahead and put that there because that fight was kind of a fucking joke to me. All right? The Godskin Apostle, the first time I fought him was in the Windmill City or whatever with those fucking creepy ladies dancing. I fought him there, and then after the fight, there's a site of grace that pops up. But that site of grace was bugged, so I don't think I ever got the rest of that site of grace. And I think that also is part of a side quest. So I couldn't finish part of that side quest because that site of grace was fucked up. And that was kind of irritating, but whatever, I'm over it. It's not a big deal. He's all right. Like, he has this stretchy windmill attack. He just, like, stretches his upper body and, like, does these crazy fucking swings with his twin pole blade or whatever the fuck that thing is. It's all right. He's a pretty good fight. And then he has this black flame that he throws. I mean, it's kind of whatever. He's like a sea fight. Elmer of the Briar. This guy was kind of a dickhead. I'm not gonna lie. I hated the castle that he was in too. There was Scarlet Rot fucking everywhere you go. And he kicked my ass a bunch. He was actually a pretty solid fight. I put him in B. That's a B fight for sure. Rykard. So, the Volcano Manor is fucking lit. Dude, I don't know what it was, but I don't know if anyone else had any problems while they were in the Volcano Manor, but I don't know what it was, but my fucking graphics was like, nah, dude, we're not fucking doing this. This is not us. It almost made it unbearable to play, which was very sad, but, you know, we made it through. We made it through because we strong as fuck. Rykard reminds me of a Yorm the Giant fight, partially because you have to use the Serpent Blade, which reminds me of the
Storm Ruler.
It's fun. I actually don't mind this fight. I think it's cool, even though it's like a gimmicky fight, technically. I think it's a good fight, dude. I really do. Also, the second half of the fight, if you don't fucking, like, destroy Rykard right away, I don't know what the fuck happens, but he just, like, sets the whole fucking world on fire and sends flaming skulls at your face. It's terrifying, and you almost instantly die. So, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Dude, would you guys be mad at me if I put him here? I don't care if you're mad at me. This is my list. This is Mike's definitive list of the bosses. So it doesn't matter what you guys think. I'm gonna give Rykard an A. That is a fun fight. The Fire Giant, I don't know why I was so enthralled by this fight, but I just thought it was so fucking cool. I came riding up, I was galloping, and then he fucking takes his shield and, like, throws snow at you, and it's just like you get knocked the fuck out if you're not paying attention. Because that's what happened to me the first time, and then I realized, like, you can dodge it pretty easy. You get the bracelet, or not the bracelet, the anklet, whatever the fuck it is, around the bracer around his ankle. What the fuck what do you want to call it, guys? What do you want to call it? You get the bracer around his ankle and just break that thing, and then after you damage him enough, he goes into a second phase where he just fucking chops his leg off and just, like, sets it on fire. It's probably one of the coolest fucking cinematics I think is in the video game. Not that many people like this fight. He has these little orbs that he sends out that just, like, float around real slow, and then eventually once you get close enough they blow up. So I mean, that's cool. I really fucking dig this fight, so we're gonna give it an A, and you guys can make fun of me. Valiant Gargoyles. This is the duo gargoyle where one of them has the twin blade, the other one has the axe and sword. You fight these guys a bunch of times. It's like I don't want to say that it was lame, but, like, it's kind of fucking lame, dude. Oh, big whoop-de-doo. I gotta fight 2 gargoyles instead of 1. Oh shit. Oh shit, guys. Mimic Tier is a cool fight because it's you're basically fighting yourself. I know. I'm pretty sure you can cheese this fight too. I think if you go in with everything unequipped, you fight the Mimic Tier and it just punches you or some dumb shit. I don't really know. But I thought it was kind of cool, you know. I give it like a B. I'll give it a C. It was a interesting, cool fight, you know. It was kind of cool. The Godskin Noble. This is a big fat fluffy boy. My dude looks like he cannot move, but he is fast as fuck, boy. He is like Keemstar levels of fast, bro. It is insane. I have never seen a boy this big move so fast and elegant like him. I actually think I like this fight better than the Godskin Apostle. The Noble is way cooler. Obviously, he uses his size because he's a fat fuck. He'll either, like, explode himself up really big and knock you back, or he'll jump up into the air and ground slam, turn into a giant roly puff and just start rolling around the fucking arena because he's a fat fuck. It is great, dude. I love it. I actually think this fight's kind of fun. Is that weird? Would it be weird if I put that in A? I just think they're fun. I think he's cool. I think it's a fun fight. Crucible Knight and Misbegotten Warrior. If you go back to Radagon's Palace or whatever the fuck, Redbane Palace, whatever the fuck it's called. I think that's what it's called. I didn't know that these guys were there because I went back there like I was like super OP. Because I was like, what the fuck is the point of going back to the castle, Redbane Castle? There's really no point. Margit the Fell Omen. This is the first boss you fight at Stormvale. And I would say that this fight is really fucking dope. Apparently, this is where most of the people quit playing the video game because they were too underpowered and they thought he was too strong and didn't understand that, you know, hey, maybe if I just level up a little bit or maybe he's not that bad. Margit is good. He has a couple cheap moves. Okay, I will say this. He has these quick dagger attacks that he does. After he, like, does this jump up into the air and slams down, you can, like, jump attack on the side to behind him. But if you're any further forward, like, towards his front end, he'll automatically counterattack with, like, dagger swings. So you have to be careful when you're doing that shit, because I've died. Like I said, I died so many times doing my soul level 1 with him. I'm going to put him in S tier, because he, like, sets the standard of how a boss fight should be. Star Scourge Ratagon is definitely a very interesting and fun fight. This guy is a fucking powerhouse. First, you start like a half mile away in the arena, okay, right? So you're a half mile away. Then you got to make your way towards him. He's shooting fucking fast-ass, pinpoint accurate arrows at you, which is annoying as fuck. And then eventually, you close the gap, right? Shit gets wild, man. It's just like a good old fucking brawl melee fest. He's also riding a tiny, ridiculous horse. Look at how fucking stupid this man looks. My guy is literally a fucking giant on an old, dilapidated, decrepit fucking horse. What the fuck is this? What is this? It doesn't make sense, but it's funny. Look at how fucking tiny it is compared to him. It doesn't make sense. Once you get him down his second phase, he has a giant, obviously, where he gets his name, Star Scourge. He turned into a giant fucking shooting star and fucking demolishes you if you're standing still. I highly recommend standing there. I'm gonna give him an A fight. He's definitely an A fight for me. I thought it was fun. Fortisax. Okay, so this is the dragon that appears after you do part of Sophia's side quest. So you have to fight her champions. I guess I can just do those real quick. She just summons 3 champions. This is kind of like whatever. It's not a big deal. I don't even think it's that big of a fight. I'll put it in D because it's kind of shit. So after you do all that, you get a little bit further into the quest, and then you fight the Lutch Dragon. This guy is probably one of the coolest dragons that you can fight. He's a pretty fast boy. He's fast too. I'm gonna give him like a B. I like it. That's not a bad fight. It's not a bad fight. Oh, the Dragon Lord Placid Sax. Dragon Lord Placid Sax. He's the most recent boss I beat. This is probably cooler than the Lutch Dragon fight. For sure, 100% cooler. If you get too close, he'll do like a black flame and it'll go like 1,000 feet behind him. So if you're standing really close, you're going to get hit twice and die. It's pretty trash. I do like this fight. He's always summoning red lightning, so that's neat looking. He has like a giant atomic blast. It takes years to charge up, so you can run away. He actually fucking disappears, flies into the air. You got to follow these puff of clouds and thunder to figure out where he's at. It's pretty cool, actually. So he's just flying around or whatever, and then he'll come flying, swooping in, and then he'll disappear, and then come and then swipe you and then disappear. He does some crazy shit. I'm gonna give him an A. I think it's a cool fight. Margit, the Omen King, is like Margit, but some next level shit. It's kind of like fighting the Phase 2 Margit, except for he has a lot more like combos. It's still a pretty dope fight. I don't think it's... I wouldn't put it in S tier. I'd probably put it in A tier. Moglord Blood was kind of a dickhead. Whenever he goes into a second phase, he has this like move that'll hit you 3 times. So you need to figure out like the right time to heal, or else you'll just fucking die. It's kind of shit, but he's fun to figure out. He's fun. I like him. I'll give him a B. Godskin Duo. Okay, so you thought fighting the Godskin Apostle was cool. You thought fighting the Godskin Noble was cool. But why don't you fight them together? Hell yeah. Just kidding. As much as I like them separately, fighting them together is just kind of ass. And then you got to fight them like 4 times. But luckily, dude, I was running a bleed build. apparently there was a bug with bleed. I made them bleed one time, and it drained their whole fucking life bar, and I was like, hell yeah. I don't know if I should say I was too OP for that or whatever. I'll just put that I was OP. Question mark. The regal ancestor spirit. You gotta go to the spirit city or whatever, and then light the 8 lights, and then you can fight the ancestor spirit. I was super overpowered when I fought this thing, so I'm gonna put that I was OP. I fucked the shit out of that thing. The magma worm maker. Okay, so this guy, he has some annoying moves where he'll like charge at you and spew lava. It's kind of annoying. It was kind of hard for me to dodge sometimes. This boss fight was like whatever, man. I probably just put it in like a D tier maybe. Leonin Misbegotten. This is the one you fight in the Weeping Peninsula, the castle. I forget what the castle's called. This guy is actually really cool. He's super fast, very agile. He strings attacks together. Good combos. Good combos, I would say, sir. Also think that this is a pretty good, like, beginning fight. I'm gonna put... dude, I got so many A fights. What the fuck? Holy shit. Is this right, dude? Flying Dragon Aguil. This is the bitch that comes flying in when you're just, like, in the swamp. I'm not gonna lie. This kind of irritated me because at one point I was riding Torrent, and then all of a sudden the dragon disappeared and then just reappeared and then just blew my shit out. So for that, I'm gonna give it a D. I'm gonna give it a D. That's a D. Sir Gideon the All-Knowing is kind of a giant cuckmaster. His magic is really fucking annoying. You have
an ample opportunity to just fucking go balls to the wall when he's talking. You could just fucking probably kill him there.
But I didn't. I was like, here, let me hear what you gotta say. And then I let him finish, and then he just fucked me, man. He shoots out these little fucking spinny blades, and then he does a Kamehameha blast. He's easy, but he's annoying. So for that, I'm going to give him a C. Astil, Natural Born of the Void. This fight is cool. Astil looks awesome. It's a really cool looking fight. I would probably say that I was a little overpowered for this fight. Dragon Skin Soldier. This is one of the bosses that you fight in the underground. He was kind of easy. I'll put this in like a D tier. Now we get to the really good fight. I know that these are going to be very controversial. Maybe. Possibly. Malekith, Black Blade. This boss fight is sick as fuck. It's probably one of my favorite boss fights ever. It is. It really is. I think fighting him as the Beast Clergyman, he's like showing off a little bit. You're like, all right, cool. He's kind of fast. Whatever. And then you fuck him up. Then you get to the second phase, bro. So this is when he just rips off his clergyman thing and then stabs his seal and then pulls out the Black Blade. It is fucking really cool. Dude, I fucking loved all the cinematics, bro. I swear I did. They're so good. You got to take your opportunities when you can, because he's fast as fuck. He does have a couple melee moves, and that's when you literally have to destroy and put everything into it, bro. You do. Because if you don't, you're going to get fucked somehow. And then the last part of the attack, he does like a giant spin move, and if you're not careful enough, you'll get hit by it no matter where the fuck you are. I was behind a pillar, and I still got fucking demolished by it. Don't know why that happened, but, you know, it was still really cool. It was one of my favorite fights. I'm going to put this in S tier. That's just my opinion. I don't really care what you guys think. Give me a Malekith. Another very controversial thing right here. Okay, Melania, Blade of Mikola, is a very, very, very cool fight. She's very slow, very methodical, but also very fast and very vigilant at the same time. That seems very contradictory, I know, but it's true. That's facts, fam. And also, if she hits you, she gets health back, so that's like another thing that kind of fucking sucks. Waterfall Dance. Dude, this thing... If you see her jump in the air and stay there for a while, you better get the fuck out of there because she's about to fuck you up, fam. You're going to die, okay? You're going to die. I'm pretty sure you can dodge roll this, but I think for the most part, you don't, and you just fucking die. You either die or you run. Those are your only two options. That's at least my experience with it. You either die or run. So that's all we get, baby. Then you get to the second half, and then it starts off with a giant explosive flower that does Scarlet Rot. So you got to watch out for that because that could just be a game ender right there, dude. Then you're done. You got to start all over again. She has a couple different moves that do like explosive damage, and then she has this one really cool move where she flies up into the air and sends like shadows of herself at you to attack, and then it's cool. It's a very awesome fight. I still do think the waterfowl attack is dope. I don't want to say it's cheap. I don't know. I feel like if it was cheap, they wouldn't put it in. I'm going to give this fight, this is a solid S tier fight for me. I did enjoy it. Then we get to the full-grown Falling Star Beast. This thing kicked my ass 18 times. It's really fun. It's really cool. It has tumble moves. I don't know why I saved this one till now, but, you know, here we are. It's cool. It's cute. It has, like, this giant, like, AoE where it freezes everything, and then it'll fucking freeze time and then explode. It's cool. It's a fun fight. I think this is an A fight for me. A solid A fight. All right, let's finish up strong. We got Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. Goddamn. So you fight the ghost of Godfrey, which is pretty easy, and then you fight the real first Elden Lord. His moveset's dope. He's slow. It's another slow, methodical fight. It's great. Second phase, Harlu is sick. He just fucking takes the spirit animal and just rips it in half. It's, oh god, it's insane. When the second phase of this fight starts, you better fucking run, because he'll grapple you and then put you in a one-hit combo and just fucking kill you. This is an S tier fight. There are so many S tier fights for me. What the fuck? This is not right, dude. Then, all right, so we're on to our, the drum roll, please. Ratagon and Elden Beast. Okay. This is where my head started to hurt a little bit, okay? I'm very conflicted here. I love Ratagon. That fight is cool. He's so fast. It's almost like he has infinite stamina, infinite mana. It's insane. It's probably one of the craziest fights. He does this fucking club move where he just beats the ground, and then you got to get out of the AoE, and then after you get to the second phase, he starts teleporting, and then just like, you got to be fast as fuck, because if you're not fast as fuck, you get hit by the AoE damage that he does when he teleports, and it's a fun fight. The downside to this is that is part one of the fight. So basically, Ratagon is used to deplete all of your resources. If you're not if you're not smart enough, he will deplete all your resources, because then you go into the next fight, which is the Elden Beast. And boy, do I have a little bit of a gripe with the Elden Beast, you know? I'm not saying that it's a bad fight. I will say it's kind of fucking annoying, because you have this giant beast that shouldn't be afraid to take you on, right? Like, my dude is giant, but every fucking time he attacks, he runs away 80 fucking miles away, and then you have to run to get to him, and then along the way, he'll start, oh, dude, some of his attacks are just like, so he has like this shooting star fucking attack that will just send homing missiles towards you and follow you. On top of that, he'll do other moves from his moveset. He does his slash that'll send holy arcs at you. Slash, slash, bam, dodge that. But you also gotta dodge the stars that are fucking homing on you. And then he'll send another fucking star attack that just is straight down on you, right? So you got a whole bunch of crazy shit going on. He has these cosmic blasts that he does. He is a good fight. He just wasn't what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting like Ratagon being like a giant phase 2. Like, you would fight Ratagon again, but he'd be like even more crazy than his second phase form or whatever from the first fight. I don't know what I was expecting, but I think it was just weird because I wasn't really expecting this. I almost felt like this was kind of like, oh, we're doing it to do it kind of thing. Like, hey, we're going to make this tough. I almost feel like they made it tough just to make it tough. I could be wrong. I could be reading into it a little bit wrong, but it kind of felt like that. And for that reason alone, I'm probably gonna put this in A. I think it's a good fight. I really do, but at the same time, I think it's a little iffy. All right, guys. So there we go. There's Mike's definitive list of the Elden Ring tier boss. I would also like to say thank you guys for tuning in. And if you guys agree, disagree, whatever, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, share it with your friends. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.
It just ended though.
I don't know what to do for an outro.